Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for June the 10th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, we'll look at one card for each sign and work our way through the zodiac. If you know your sun sign, you can get a little bit of information off of just that. If you know your ascendant and thus your houses, you can actually get quite a bit of juice out of a quick little reading like this. Looking at overall energy, what we're starting out with, the Hermit card. This is actually one of my favorite cards. Of course, I do have 4 planets in Scorpio, including my Mercury. So I like my alone time. This does talk about taking some time to be by ourselves. It also talks about while we're by ourselves, taking this time to sort of evaluate things, look at what's important to us, look at what makes us happy, what makes us sad, what makes it trigger. If we're feeling ambitious, we might even deactivate a trigger. And once we're ready to come out of this sort of reclusive time frame, then we're coming back out at the world with new priorities and moving forward with those. Now, this Hermit card is not showing us that we're necessarily coming out of this reclusive time today, but we are in some reclusive time today. So for some of us, maybe, yeah, maybe we are coming out. But for a lot of us, maybe this is going to take more than just the one day, or maybe we go into our recluse time more towards the end of the day. Hard telling. We'll see what happens. All right. Shall we get started? We're going to start with Aries as usual and just work our way through the zodiac. So, Aries, 2 of Cups, you're taking some time to really consider what is it that attracts you to a person or to an activity, to a project. And you're considering whether your attraction triggers, let's call them that, those things that trigger attraction in you. I think you're considering whether those attraction triggers for you are healthy or not healthy. Could they use some improvement or are they solid the way they are? You're really considering all of this. Next up, we're looking at Taurus. Ace of Pentacles. Taurus, this tells me that you have some kind of opportunity showing up. And I think that you're actually realizing that opportunity in your alone time. You're able to think things through clearly and recognize the opportunity in front of you that you can move forward with if you so desire, showing up during that alone time. Gemini. 7 of Wands. I think you've been in a situation where you feel more vulnerable than you would like to, Gemini. And that's what actually has you going into hermit mode, as I described it at the beginning of this video. This feeling of insecurity has you reevaluating, etc. You should scroll back to the beginning of the video to see the meaning, actually. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. 9 of Swords showing up here. Cancer, I'm going to say you've been under a lot of stress, and that stress is what is causing you to go into hermit mode or recluse mode. You're trying to spend some time alone to really sort through some things and figure out what you're going to do about different things going on, so you can find some solutions and some relief from stress. We just had a bunch of cards fall. I can't take all that many for one sign, so it's supposed to show up, will show up. Leo, it's your turn. Okay, Leos. Temperance. This is really interesting, Leos. You're the first one that I think the Hermit is actually talking about somebody else in your sphere of influence. If you want to hear what the Hermit is all about, go back to the beginning of the video. If you didn't watch that, you'll want to hear that. I think that you are being very patient with somebody as they go into their recluse time and sort things out. I don't feel like you're the one reclusing. I think you're being very patient as somebody else does. You're giving them that space to do that. Good for you, Leos. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Virgo. Nine of Wands shows up here. This tells me that you are going into hermit mode to make some preparations for something. You're definitely making some changes and you're getting prepared to bring those out to the world. To get the full meaning of the Hermit card, the overall energy, scroll back to the beginning of the video if you didn't already listen to it. I'm not going to explain it 13 times. That does not seem efficient to me. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Okay, Libra. Page of Wands or Page of Batons showing up in reverse. So Libra, what's triggering you to go into recluse mode or into hermit mode is this idea that you had a really great idea that you wanted to move forward with. And I think you shared this with somebody else and you were hoping that they would have some input as well. And they've come back with the message of, that's really just not my thing, man. I think I'm going to let you do that. So that's put you into hermit mode. Now you're figuring out, okay, how do I accomplish this if I'm not going to do it with that person as a part of the situation? Next up, we're looking at Scorpio. Fellow Scorpios, what do we have? Eight of Cups in reverse. This is not surprising, guys. If you watched the beginning of the video, you know Hermit energy. I've got 4 planets in Scorpio. Hermit energy, kind of like it. Helps me rejuvenate, helps me feel like dealing with people again. Don't get me wrong, I love people and I love working with people and helping people. But every once in a while, I have to rejuvenate. I have to spend some time by myself to kind of recenter and reground and have anything worth giving anybody around me. All right. This Eight of Cups in reverse talks about the idea of going back into recluse mode, back into hermit mode. It kind of implies the idea that, this is something that we regularly do, or at least it's something that we've done before. And we're doing it again now, going into hermit mode. That's Saturday. Interesting. All right. All right. All right. And I am recording this on, what day is today? Wednesday. I think it's Saturday. Maybe it's Friday. Oh, well. All right, let's look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius. La Diablo. Sagittarius. I think you're going into recluse mode. I'm going to say there's something you're obsessing about, or something that you're afraid of, or that you're addicted to, that you recognize yourself that this is not the most healthy way for you to be. And I think that you really don't want to let other people see you like this. This is almost like, oh, let's keep this a secret. Let's not let anybody know how obsessed I am about this thing, or, that I have this little addiction issue going on, or whatever it might be. There's something going on here that you're not feeling very proud of, and you're going into hermit mode because number one, you really don't want other people to see you like this. And number two, you're trying to sort some things out because you really don't want to be like this on the regular. Okay. So you're trying to sort some things out, trying to do some self-healing here. Not a bad thing to try to do some self-healing at all. Of course, if you need some help, always, always, always ask for help. Let's look at Capricorn. Capricorn. Okay, Three of Swords coming up in reverse. I think you're going into recluse mode because you are ready to do some mental and emotional healing, especially emotional. But once we do emotional healing, that bleeds over into our mental as well. The health is contagious to other parts of our being. So you're taking some downtime just to get over something, to let go of something that made you feel yucky. Is yucky a real word? I don't know, but I use it a lot. It is in my world. Next, we're looking at Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Seven of Swords showing up here in reverse. This is interesting because this is kind of similar to our Eight of Cups in reverse for Scorpios. Seven of Swords in reverse is telling me that you've been in recluse mode. You've came out of recluse mode. Now you're going back into it. And if you don't know what recluse mode entails, go back, scroll back to the beginning of the video and listen to that. It's almost like you're going back to rethink some things that you've already thought through, but you don't necessarily want everybody around you to know that you're having these second thoughts or that you're reviewing this another time. So this is quietly sneaking off into hermit mode. People might look around and go, oh, where did Aquarius go? Matter of fact, where's Aquarius been the last 5 hours? So you're not making a big announcement before you go into recluse mode. You're just going there. All right, next up, we're looking at Pisces. La Papa. This is the High Priestess showing up in reverse. I think you're going into recluse mode because you're feeling pretty confused. And I'm hearing you're feeling pretty confused about yourself and what it is that you actually want. And so you're going into recluse mode where you feel like you can sort through that without having everybody else's input to where you can actually hear your own self again. I feel like it feels to me like you've got enough people talking in your ear trying to tell you what you should want or what you should do or how you should make things be, that you're feeling very distracted by that and you're feeling like you're really kind of losing yourself. So you're taking some time alone to figure out, hey, who am I? What do I want? I know what everybody else wants. What do I want? That's what you're doing. Okay. So that's what I've got for everybody. Thank you all so much for being here today. I do appreciate it. Of course, you guys are my wonderful supporters, so please remember, put a thumbs up on this video, share it out to the rest of the world, and also put comments down below. Everyone have a fantastic day. Oh, and of course, I'm doing readings and Reiki sessions today. So get a hold of me at that website listed above. All my contact information is there. My phone number is there, all that good stuff. So just get a hold of me and we'll get you scheduled quickly. I try to avoid waiting lists. So I try to get you taken care of the same day if I can. Everybody have a fantastic day. Peace.